This is a bigger deal than it should be, but I don't have my like normal race shoes in it. Like, look at how thick the soles are. Like, it's like driving with a boot on.
Hey guys, Stahl Racing Vlog back at it. If you've watched the last two vlogs, you know that I wasn't here. Problem solved now, I'm back. Great to be back out at the kart track. I'm looking forward to, I hope, a good day. Ben's gotten this new kart and he's fast. And not only that, he's getting a little cocky about it. So it's kind of my mission to take him down a notch or two. Speaking of Ben, there he is. Oh, I was just telling him how you're cocky and I'm looking to take you down a notch. Yeah, he told me I wouldn't finish in the top 5.
Well, you might now that certain people aren't here.
Oh, huh. That's what I deal with, people.
All right, guys, so we are gonna issue you guys a bit of a challenge. So if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, we are gonna do something absolutely stupid. It's gonna be really entertaining. I'm not entirely sure yet what we're doing. We've tossed a few ideas around, but we want to hear from you guys. So if you could comment below what you want to see us do for when we hit 1,000 subscribers, that'd be great. And if it's good enough, we'll definitely do it for you guys. So if you've got something on your mind that you want to see us do, comment below.
We're here at Newcastle Motor Speedway, where Grandpa has some special duties this morning, more important than driving. What do you say? Ready to go practice? Casey and Ben are getting ready to go out. Any thoughts? He's a man of few words, but I think you can get the gist of what he's saying. He's excited to be here. So Finley, did you see that segment last week called Deep Thoughts with Ben? What did you think about that? Yeah, I thought about the same thing.
Morning, guys. Remember yesterday we had that trailer issue. We are about 3 miles from the track. Like, I could walk there, but we ran into some trouble. There's my car. Here's the trailer, and then Dad just left. So the issue we're having right now is the hub on our right side tire, or wheel rather, is like, I don't know. We came off of an exit, and like, I smelled something and I noticed some smoke coming from the wheel, so I called Dad and we like pulled over, and again, we're only a few miles away, so we're like, okay, like maybe we can make it. But it started wobbling an awful lot as we continued on, and we were going like 25 miles an hour just on the side of the road, and it was just wobbling a ton, and so he just left to go, I don't know, try to find a hub to replace it. Well, never really said how that resolved, so essentially what we did was left it by the side of the road. We're gonna figure that out today, so we're gonna have to get these 3 carts transported back home somehow. We'll figure it out. I have been struggling with my cart for the past few weeks, and today's no different. It's cooler. I thought it would be better with it not being as hot, but I can't get it to free up. It just exits corners so terribly. So I'm throwing a bit of a Hail Mary here. I'm gonna take out, what does he call this? The striped rocket or red striped rocket? I don't know what he calls it, but I'm gonna take out Dad's cart and see if it's the driver or the cart, because
maybe I forgot how to drive. I don't know. It's not good. You know, Ben has unleashed this new feature of his, and I don't know how much longer he can continue with it, just knowing the limitations like I do. But he introduced deep thoughts, and you know, I'm proud of him for trying to go intellectual. It's not really in his DNA, and that's my fault. But one of the things I have to say, he was talking about sweat bees and how fast they were, and I just had to watch that and think. And he talks about how fast he was and he couldn't kill them. I must have killed 100 sweat bees that weekend. So I don't know about the whole time thing, but I know that if he can't kill them, he's not as fast as he thinks he is, because I had no problem.
Deep thoughts with Finn. Where do babies come from? How did I come to be? Deep thoughts with Finn.
Crashing a little bit. Casey was going to race my cart. He cracked it. So now we're taking the engine off my cart.
I actually don't think we need to loosen these because...
Oh gosh. That was hectic. It's probably one of the more hectic things that's happened this year. So, told you guys I was planning on racing Dad's cart, and I was getting ready to go out for qualifying. I don't know if you can see here. I noticed that there's a crack. His chassis is cracked. So, in like barely any time, and we had no time at all to work, we moved Dad's motor over to my cart. All the work that's involved in that, I had a bunch of guys helping out. Evan, Rob, Dad, Ben, all of you guys, thank you. So got that on there, went out to qualify. It was terrible. Dad's clutch has a different driver, so my ratio was a ways off, but I was on track. I got a time in at least, but it won't be good. It was not good.
So we did both of our qualifying sessions today. First one was CIK as usual, and in that one I was able to get third. I was just running like in the middle of a pretty big group of guys, some fast dudes, and then I was just able to have a good third lap and got third. And then of course Sportsman comes around, which is kind of the easier one to do well in, and you know, again, like the day I won pole in CIK, I got like 7th in Sportsman. Similar thing today, 3rd in CIK, 8th in Sportsman. Casey has had some struggles today. Walk us through your...
Yeah,
your
so I've been
qualifying.
on 2 different carts today. Got on track a lap late, and the gearing was way off, but I put in a lap that was good enough for second to last. So I'm starting like 32nd. Not ideal, but should be moving up. And then my second one, I qualified 12th. It's not good. So we run 2 classes out here. The first one is called CIK. That's like the main class where everyone competes, and it is super deep. There's a lot of talent out there. It's a very tough class. And then the second class that we run is called CIK Sportsman, which is kind of a nerfed class where anyone with a previous race win out here at Newcastle wasn't allowed to race this year. And in that environment, me and Ben have thrived. And so we are currently 1-2, separated by 5 points in the championship. According to Ben's unofficial math, he says he's 5 points up.
So Casey had a really rough time qualifying, so up here is Ben starting in 3rd. And so now we'll go see where Casey. We're here.
I'm a little winded.
I know.
Walk.
That's how you get your cardio in.
All right, so that's it for the first race, CIK. I'll go ahead and start. Started second to last. At the start I moved up a few spots, and then I was getting slower and slower and didn't know why. I was fighting with another driver. She had passed me, and I just got a little over eager, I guess, and tapped her bumper right out of the corner and spun her. I felt terrible about that, so I apologized. She was very gracious about it, but still 100% on me. And then I ended up finishing, honestly, I don't even know.
Started in third. Yeah, didn't record the race. I'm sorry. I was thinking about the race a little bit, and I didn't even think of pressing it. But really just got off to a good start. Tucked in second, ran there for 11 laps. Last lap I got, second last lap I got shoved off and put back to 8th, and then thanks to some fireworks in the last lap, moved back up to 4th. But it was fun. It sucks that that's how the race ultimately went, when I felt like I was one of the people to beat.
It was such a good race. You did so good, kid.
You did. You did good.
Awful?
Yeah, it's not good at all.
Not good.
What is it? It's so tight and it's so bound up. I can't exit the corner to save my life.
You didn't record your race? Ben, that's the last thing I said to you before I went and saw Casey. Ah.
Maddie, what will have to start doing is just, as you leave me,
Turn it on.
I was struggling in that race, and it kept progressively getting worse and worse. Part of it is the cart is just not coming out of corners well at all. But the other part is my clutch started to come apart. This should not be out like that. So I lost my crankshaft bolt, which allowed that to happen. Pretty crazy. So I'll get that fixed up, but not a good race.
That is a ratchet 3 right there.
I don't think I explained that, but I changed the number because I was going to run Dad's cart.
Yeah.
So I changed in their system, although this one, ignore that one.
So we just finished up with our sportsman race. That is the second and final race of the day. It was, you know, a good race for a few laps, but my chain actually popped off, so I was running 4th place, and I felt like I, you know, was one of the top couple guys out there, and it's unfortunate, but chain popped off, and that stuff happens. You know, it is what it is. So shortened race for me, but I did get to watch everybody else, including Casey.
Yeah, I started 10th. Didn't get to a great start, so got separated from the lead pack, and by the time made my way through it, just it's too late. They had already checked out. So we had a good little 3-cart battle for the last couple laps. Wasn't that good? Is that what you're telling me? And ended up 7th.
I want to take a second and Robert, heck of a job today, man. I know how hard you work and how much it meant to you. So great run today. You know, I want
Yay, Robert!
if
Very excited for Robert.
if there's one person that I want to win other than myself, it's anybody other than Casey, and Robert fits that description. So congrats, Robert. Seriously, man, great job. And then great job with third. You know, you guys are our best friends out here, and we appreciate everything you guys do for us. All right, so I know the question on everybody's mind is now, what does the championship look like after the finishes today? So after the sportsman, like I said, a DNF for myself, and I think 7th for Casey. It really doesn't change the championship that much, just because of the way it's structured and the way that you drop races. Casey's worst race was, I think, an 8th place finish. Now it's a 7th place finish. So really, he only gained a couple spots and points. He is now 3 points behind me in the championship. So I still do have a lead with 2 races to go, but it is getting a little bit more narrow. At this race, at this rate, he would win by 1 point, I suppose. But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated as it goes on, and hopefully I don't have, you know, mechanical issues next time. So yesterday we talked about that trailer and everything that went down. I just wanted to get a trailer update. There's old Red on a bigger trailer that was lent to us by a close family member. Thank you, Shiley family, Andy. We've got our carts. Well, my cart's still back there, but Casey and Dad's cart's back here. So we're gonna take this home and we're gonna do some work on the trailer. I'm not exactly sure what the plan is, but I want to show you guys exactly what went wrong. So this right here is the bearing that we couldn't get undone yesterday. We think it's fused on there, so we've got a couple different ideas, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do and kind of update you. I know breaking trailer news isn't exactly, you know, I don't know, it's a trailer, right? It's not that big of a deal, but it certainly was a pain in the keister yesterday. And again, thank you, Andy, for helping us get this thing home today. We just got back from the track, got both trailers unloaded. Got to fix the old Red, like I said, but we'll have her back up for next weekend, which is when we start racing again. Today was a pretty good day.
Or we'll have a U-Haul.
Yeah, we'll be at the track though. Uneventful for Dad because of his cracked frame and grandpa duties, but Casey and his return to the track probably went a little bit better. We're still figuring some stuff out with his driving, no, his handling of his cart and stuff. But then I was able to put together one decent race, one solid race, and then chain popped off the other one. So hopefully some better luck next time. We can not have a broken chain, trailer, and driving skills.
It's coming down to the wire between you two.
Yep, 3 points. So we'll definitely keep you updated. We've got 2 weekends, 2 races in the next 3 weekends, and I think that's it, right?
That's it.
So here in 3 weeks, we'll know who the champ is, I'm trying to think my text. I'm not the Rock. But until next time, guys, like, share, and subscribe.